time to eat my butt. For those of you that are unaware, last year I held an open call for the time-honored position of eating my butt. And now, today, I will reveal my final decision to the world. Hundreds of thousands of people applied, but due to what I can only assume is a technical error, I only got a dozen or so. I'd like to thank each and every person who applied, except for one whose name rhymes with Schmicole and whose face rhymes with this, who told me she was interested and then ghosted me for the next month. Schmicole, you will not be eating my butt. At the start of the process, I asked everyone who was interested to either message me on Twitter or to email me at eatjuicebutt@gmail.com. From there, I sent them a Google form with a series of butt-eating related questions. Here are some of the responses. Question 1. What made you apply for eating my butt? Did you have any interest in eating my butt before?
I was transfixed by your chemistry and I just needed to get my little grubby hands on them.
Obviously, I did. I applied last time too. I must eat the crap you're crap. I must become the crap keeper.
I didn't get to last time because I lost. I like to win.
What experience do you have with eating butt? Having your butt eaten?
Every day, I eat butt, and every time I breathe, I have my butt eaten. In fact, I'm eating a lovely butt while I'm typing this. I'm very skilled at what I do.
Still looking for my origin story.
I have been eating butt since 1930.
Did you apply to eat my butt in 2018? If so, what experience have you had since then that would help you in this position?
I did. I was robbed. Also, I had a job as a software engineer. So there's quite a bit of brown nosing that goes into getting one of those. So I guess you could say I'm up there.
I think so. I've averaged 143 butts a year.
I wasn't aware of your butt then, but every day since has been adding it because I know of your butt now and must eat it. The past is the past. This is now, and in the future you see me eating your butt.
Due to the global pandemic, extra precautions must be taken for the safety of my butt. How will you keep yourself and my butt safe?
It's up, baby.
Oliver, obviously.
I will eat a printout picture of your ass until I can do it vaccinated.
As you may know, Jack Leonard failed to properly eat my butt. What have you learned from that unfortunate situation?
That you can't trust a Hunger Games simulator to pick someone over me.
Only the best of the best may eat your wonderful butt. This is simply a fact of life. It's sad for those who are not good enough, but your butt deserves first-class eating and nothing short. Many can try to eat your butt, but really, what is life without failure? That's what I'll be saying to the losers when I get to eat your butt.
Don't be Jack Leonard.
The final question was a personal favorite. Why should I pick you over other candidates? Call them out by name. Fight dirty.
I bet that fucker Clockville is interested. Fuck him. All the other people can suck the Reno's ass. But back for the job.
Well, I just know Appleman is trying to eat your butt, and I fear that you might make the mistake of letting him. Justin, you must understand that nobody is going to treat your butt with as much care as I will. Whatever your butt needs, I will make sure of doing. I will treat that butt right, and you know it. And you know my username is better than his too. We all know it is.
I don't know who else is applying.
I quickly realized that I probably should have told people who else was in the running. But really, I just wanted to see what my friend Alex would say. So I sent him the applicant list, and this is some of what he said.
Blondical, you sound like the kind of guy who would wear jeans on a treadmill. Appleman can't spell Appleman without man. And that's gay, which is strictly forbidden in the pic. Chris, you seem like the kind of guy whose Facebook profile picture has been the exact same selfie face for the past 10 years. Seymour, first haven't you heard there's no pussy involved in eating ass? Won't waste my time. My girlfriend Justin is a gamer, which means you're not real. I would know. Lydia isn't real either. Jack Leonard, you had your chance, and you didn't capture it. You just let it slip. You only get one shot. You missed your chance to both.
He makes a good point about Jack. For those of you that are unaware, Jack was the first person to earn the honor of eating my butt. Unfortunately, I found that he was unable to perform his duties. Even more unfortunately, he vehemently disagreed.
Can you explain why Justin's butt remains uneaten to this day?
Oh, well, see, the question in itself is false. is because I did in fact win the first tournament, and I did in
that's right.
fact sink my teeth into Justin's butt cheeks.
Unlike him, I'm willing to put the past behind me. But if I was going to let him anywhere near my butt with his mouth, I was going to need to make sure he would do the same. So I arranged an interview to question him on his application.
Hello?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So, I'm recording this. Is that okay?
That's fine. I did my interview fully aware that you're gonna probably use it as a joke.
All right, great. So why don't we? I actually have your responses pulled up right quick, so we could go over that. So Jack, hello. Yes.
Hello.
Under relationship, you said I've already eaten your butt, and we did a cabaret together that one time. We did do the cabaret, right? On question 1, where I asked what made you apply and did you have any interest before, I figured you would, bring up, the last contest, and you said I won the last contest, right? So clearly you've been interested
Yes.
for a while. You reapplied because you called me out for not doing so, even though I definitely did, right? And then this is sort of a repeated pattern throughout all of these. What experience do you have? You said you've already eaten my butt. Did you apply? Yes, I won and I ate your butt. Global pandemic, I'll throw an N95 in your ass and make you wear it like a thong. That's pretty creative. And then 5, you said, fuck you, I did eat your butt. It's interesting because I explicitly stated that question to say, what have you learned from that unfortunate situation? Hoping that, people take the past and learn from it, right? So I guess what I'm really trying to go for here is that it seems that you're fixated on the past, right? And obviously I knew that going into this, there might be some bad blood. No one wants to end a business relationship like this, right? But what I need to know from you going forward is are you willing to put that behind? Are you willing to say what's done is done? If I'm given the opportunity to eat my butt, I need to hear you say that you're gonna.
I'll put the past behind me, and then I'll put myself behind you and eat your butt.
Well put.
Is drinking allowed on this show?
It was then that I realized that Jack was an alcoholic. But I didn't want to embarrass him on the internet, so I didn't say anything.
So thank you for. Do you have anything else that you didn't put on the form that you'd like to?
Oh, how you going about this one again? Because I'm gonna be honest, if it's not me, I'm gonna be really upset.
At this point, I started to fear for my safety. Jack wasn't able to control his emotions under the influence, and he was only getting more aggressive.
Oh no, I'm willing to put the past behind me, if I win.
I tried to defuse the situation as best as I could.
Interesting. What would you do if I did pick someone else?
I'd be upset. I'd be like, Justin, I already ate your butt.
Because a lot of people were upset when you first won. I got 2 separate suicide threats in the first competition. And I still
no one signed an NDA here, so you are legally responsible to share their names.
I am.
Yeah.
Do I even remember? It was 2 years ago. Nothing came out of it. Cool. And that's that. That's all I need from you, Jack. Thank you. If
all right.
I'll be in touch with you if you need anything else from you.
Jack, I'm so glad we could put this whole thing behind us. But there are a lot more applicants than Jack. This next person piqued my interest because he's not a person. He's a cat. Next, I interviewed the fabled Seymour Butts for the position.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Here he is.
Hello, Mr. Butts. I've heard a lot about you over these past couple of years. I have your form here. I'm very interested in your experience with eating butt, your purpose. Would you be willing to go into that a little bit more?
You have anything to say, Seymour? You have these teeth here. I don't know if you can see them.
Yes. For eating. Yeah.
Eating like that. See? You never know what's gonna happen. You never know when he's gonna make his move.
Yeah. Have we made him nervous? Am I calling it a bad time?
Oh no, that's just what you're going to get.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah, there's some nice butts up here. I know you like those. Oh, there he is.
There he is. Hello.
You just call him and you say, "There's some butts. I know you like those." And he's like, "Oh, I do. I realize."
Oh, neat.
And
So
we give him-
whenever I would want my butt to be eaten, potentially, I could just call him as such.
Yeah, that's what he's done in the past, and it's worked out pretty well. I couldn't tell you the sum total of butts he's eaten in his lifetime, but I mean.
Yeah. I mean, that's a
1,000.
private affair, but
Safely assume.
that's impressive. I see here that you said that you have a small cat-sized face mask. Is that right?
Oh, I can access that. Yes, would you like to see?
Yes, I would like to see it.
So, it's billed to us as such,
Uh-huh. Ah, yes.
but I mean, let's be honest.
Keeps the kitty safe.
You sort of slip it right on top.
Mm-hmm.
You just sort of slip it, and you sort of. You don't get bitten by him because he saves that for the butt.
Right.
I can guarantee that. Yeah, he won't. Oh, see.
Yeah, he's just getting ready to chomp.
That's an approximation.
Yeah. I
You can put it over the mouth.
Yeah.
You can really do whatever you want with it at this point.
Right.
There's different holes.
Yeah, for butt eating and things. Yes. Do you have any comments on the whole Jack Leonard situation, Seymour?
Oh yeah, we're really not a fan. Not trying to start any beef here, but I mean,
No, beef is okay. Beef is encouraged.
I think it's pretty obvious that this is going to be your top choice here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see the shoulder structure from this angle.
Yeah.
Those are some
I must
strong
say, I think out of all the candidates, Seymour is definitely the most experienced.
But I think what it comes down to is to eat a butt, you need to have a butt. I don't know if you agree with that statement.
That's a good.
Seymour just ran away when I said that, but I think he's just embarrassed.
Yeah. You said when you texted me earlier that you had Seymour had a surprise planned.
Oh, yes.
Seymour's surprise was completely out of the blue. Seymour's handler offered for Seymour to read my fortune through cat tarot cards. Of course, I only had one question on my mind.
Seymour, who do you think
Him.
should eat my butt
Let's see.
that the cards foretell? I feel like he's been
Seymour?
pointing to that one.
The one. This one?
Yeah. He's been like sniffing one. Yeah.
Okay, the one he's biting? Yeah, okay. That's
Yeah,
the one. That's
yeah.
the one. That's it. Oh. Look at that.
Oh. A
Seymour, what do you
cat.
make of that? Yeah? It's like looking in the mirror.
Ball.
2 of Pentacles. Do you know what that is?
Can't say I do.
You know what that is? The 2 of Pentacles represents a looming choice, perhaps even conflicting distractions. The tides are changing, and you have some decisions to make, likely around getting your paws around the possessions you crave. Just like that. See how he just got his paws on the possession he was craving.
Yeah.
The infinity shape of the green ribbon,
Mm-hmm.
let's see it there,
Yeah.
suggests that endless possibilities abound.
You really given me a lot to think of with Seymour. Thank you so much for your time.
I don't know where he went.
Me neither.
Oh,
All right, thank you, Seymour.
I think that means you're welcome, and I look forward to eating your butt in the future with my little teeth.
Seymour left me with a lot to think about. There are plenty of people who are capable of eating my butt, but I need to find the best. Thankfully, I stacked the deck. While most people applied of their own volition to eat my butt, there was one person who didn't initially apply that I had hoped would. No, surprisingly, it wasn't my girlfriend. She did that on her own. But it was our local sex god, Zach Karpowicz. Prophesied to burst the ovaries of any horny woman in a 50-yard radius, he once got head from 3 students and a teacher at our high school ring dance at the same time. And yet, he didn't apply to eat my butt. So, I sent him the Google form anyway in an attempt to gaslight him. And thankfully, it worked.
Hello.
You didn't say ah.
Oh, Well, I'm gonna turn on my camera for the interviewing process. How are you, Zach?
I'm doing well. Happy that it's almost Christmas Eve. Pretty excited. How about yourself? How are we feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Just finished wrapping some presents for the fam. Let's get down to business. I'm already recording. I hope you don't mind. I have your application pulled up. I have to say, you've given some very interesting answers, Zach. What made you apply? I said I texted you the link. I mean, that's true. But you did say I had literally no interest before. Is that accurate?
You know, I really haven't thought much about eating your butt since that initial contest. And I just assumed that it was a closed subject, but apparently it is not. So
yeah.
Before this, I really didn't spare it much thought.
Okay. Experience you have with eating butt, having your butt eaten, none for both. Is that true?
That is true, yes.
Really? No one's chomped on your
chomped on my poop chute, no.
Okay.
And I have chomped on no one else's.
Yeah. You did not apply to eat the butt, which I also found surprising back in 2018. Here's an interesting one. I said, "How will you keep yourself and my butt safe?" And you just said, "Sure." Did you?
You know, I think that might have been a typo. That might have been a typo.
It was. How did you misspell one word? And the We Hate Jack question, you said that Jack is a cool dude. Would you mind going into that a little bit?
Jack Leonard's a pretty quality guy overall. He's I've known him since high school. A pretty mellow man, always down to play unstable unicorns. That makes him a-okay in my book.
Yeah. I actually interviewed Jack earlier this week, and I think he talked shit about you. So.
Zach Karpowicz isn't a theater kid. You know, no one eats ass like a theater kid.
Well, that motherfucker then. I take everything back that I said. You know what? Screw Jack. Basically, Stuart Little, let's be real.
Oh, wow. Harsh words. Harsh fucking words. Here's the question that I really wanted to talk about. This is number 6, which I said, why should I pick you over other candidates? And you said, I'm me, you kind of should pick someone else. Seems like doesn't seem very competitive.
You know, Justin, if I win this, I want to be as humble as possible. I don't want to go in trash talking my opponents.
Okay,
if I want to win,
I also literally asked you to trash talk people. I guess it just can't help shaking off the feeling that you just don't want to eat my butt.
No, I do. It's just like I didn't want to play myself up.
Oh, wow, Zach, I didn't realize that you felt this way.
You literally sent me the link.
I did send you the link. I was just hoping that you would apply.
You know, Justin, we've known each other since middle school at this point, and if there comes a time where a man just has to eat his friend's butt to prove his loyalty, you just got to do it.
Wow.
Everything seemed to be going perfectly. a little too perfectly.
This seems somewhat out of character, considering I've asked you several times to send me nudes of yourself and you never have.
You know, there's a difference between nudes and butt eating, my good sir.
You're right. Zach, this is the hardest decision I've ever made.
Really?
In my life. I'm gonna be honest. Like, before, I couldn't make the decision for the life of me, so I just put it in the hands of technology, and the technology failed me. You know, if you were looking for somebody to eat your butt, how would you pick?
Passion and qualifications. Do they really want to do this, and are they qualified? I got the passion, baby. I don't have the experience, but I'm hoping one makes up for the other.
Okay. Okay. You're giving me a lot to think about, Zach. Thank you for your time. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we go?
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Anything we don't know?
It seems like my choice is made for me. The one and only Zach Karpowicz wanting to eat my butt. Many of you watching may have already conceded defeat. But I'll admit, I'm still at a loss. Part of the reason this video has taken so long, of course, is how big of an undertaking the filming and editing is. But I have to say, it's also just taken me this long to decide. I've never been great at making decisions. I always seem to get paralyzed whenever I have to be the one to decide the course of my life. But I strangely feel like this was self-imposed. I didn't have to relieve Jack of his duties. I could have sat and waited until the day never came where he ate my butt. Yet, I didn't. I wanted to choose someone new, and I didn't quite know why. So I began to think long and hard about what it meant to eat my butt. To me, it always seemed like a given. Just like how sidewalks were made to be walked on, and how Stuart Little was made to be the scum of the fucking earth, my butt was made to be eaten. But not by just anyone. By one person put on this earth to eat it. All of my applicants were more than capable of eating my butt, but who was meant to? And that's when I started to think that maybe this decision wasn't as hard as I was making it out to be. Maybe my butt eater was right in front of me all along.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for joining me here today.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for your continued interest in eating my butt. I know it's been a very lengthy process, and I'm sorry to get back to you so late. It's just we've been talking through a lot of candidates. I've been working my way through the materials, and it's been a pretty tough decision so far. Not gonna lie, we have a lot of people who seem very qualified and capable of doing this, but it forced me to do a bit of soul searching to see what I really wanted out of the person who was going to eat my butt. Because, you know, why, like, if you were looking for someone to eat your butt, what would you want?
I would want a clean person got shiny teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Someone, when they brush their teeth, they scrape their tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who actually wants to.
Yeah.
Like consent, you know?
Right, yeah, of course. Me, I think who I want from someone who eats my butt is I need to be comfortable with that level of intimacy. You know, if you're asking for one person specifically to be there to eat your butt for you, you kind of need that level of trust. And you're my girlfriend, so Alexandra, would you like to eat my butt?
Yes.
I'm offering you the I'm offering you the position right now. Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yes, I
This is a
am.
lie.
No.
I'm not. We're on hidden camera.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. That's
Really?
it. Yeah.
You want me to eat your butt?
Yeah, I want you to eat your butt. I love you, dude. I know some of you might be thinking that I took the easy way out of this situation, but the more I think about it, the more I think I made the right choice. And I know that I can't see the future, that, as the great Ellie Goulding once said, anything could happen. Alexandra might not always be the one to eat my butt. But for now, I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you to everyone who applied and who waited patiently for the results and who have been watching these videos. If you have any questions, comments, complaints, leave a comment or just email me at eatjuicebutt@gmail.com. I have this email now. Might as well use it. And I have other videos. Watch my other videos. Okay. Bye.